baby.
I would like to introduce
Dylan King as Keno.
Yeah.
Brad O'Neill as Shoei. Okay, let's go.
Okay, we're gonna have to do that again. All right. Welcome back to the pub feed.
Episode 23, big show time. Welcome back.
Oh, thanks, mate. It's good to be here. Always lovely to see your face on any given day.
23, Brad. That's almost 23 hours of content. Not quite, because some of our episodes are 45, but it's a pleasure to be here. And for those that are watching this right now, you might notice something a little bit different. It is pure daylight on mine and Shoei's faces. That's because we're filming this during the middle of the day.
How good is that?
It's great.
We got pushed back a couple of days this week, and we're like, you know what? We have a bit of time in the middle of the day, so why not?
Why not? And it's been an absolute treat, which means we get to have a cheeky little Saturday Arvo sipper.
Yes, we do. So, Keno, obviously good to have you back, episode 23. Where can you find us? Where can everyone find us? Other than, I won't give away any addresses.
Level 9, that's as much as you get. Shoei, for everyone that's listening on our videos and our audio platforms, please go ahead, support the cause at linktree.com/thepubfeed. You can find all your sociable needs, as we always tell you. Shoei, should we do the most important part of the podcast and get into it?
I think we should.
All right, you take us
eating
away.
a strawberry.
What are you nibbling on, you cheeky devil?
Would you like me to open? You always trance me anyway.
Yeah, go for a crack, mate. See what you come up with.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm getting better. I've been practicing all week.
I'm shaking in my boots right now. I think you might have me here. All right. I've just got a cheeky Vic. I'm going to crack this one at 12:30 in the Arvo. Here we go. Oh, shit. That? Yeah, no comment. Just wait, just to make sure that it's okay. Let's just...
Oh, the Slurpee.
Yep, still good. All right, let's go.
All right, mate. So obviously we're going a bit of a recap what you've been doing this week. Easter plans, what'd you do? Obviously we had a bit of a catch up and went to the pub together for a light meal good. As I was on my way to the outskirts of country Melbourne.
Jeez, that was some good calamari.
What did I have? Fish and
chips.
Fish and chips,
yeah. Fish and chips, yeah, the fish steak. And I had the... They weren't fried. What were they? They were bloody little sizzled calamari.
Yours... Yeah, they weren't crumbs. They were just like...
No. That's simmered.
Yeah, I don't even know what...
Yeah, what are you?
Yeah, simmered.
They were good, though. That was good. And I think we had our...
Still bloody moving.
Still wriggling in my mouth, and it was bloody beautiful. But yeah, we caught up Easter. That was phenomenal. You were heading out to a big lake. I was heading out sort of that way, but not quite. Yeah, we decided we'd intercept paths, so we caught up, went down to the local watering hole, had a couple of beers. It was would have been rude not to. So I had a couple of cheeky beers. Had a delicious meal, absolutely delicious. And a kiss and a cuddle, and we moved on to our weekends, mate. What did you get up to for the rest of that?
Well, apart from, I want to mention to our listeners the generosity of this man's heart. Pulled out the card, actually, while I was at Glen. Told me to put it away.
Oh, jeez.
And then I said, what do you mean? My pants are up. I'm not going to put it away. But no, you did pull the... You said, you're at my home deck, mate. It's on me. And I'm like, wow. So the first few frothies were on the great man over here. Couldn't quite squeeze the fish and chips out of him. We had a few. So that was enjoyable. Easter Bunny came early to Uncle Showy,
Oh,
so Addie was
Showy.
off to a flyer.
Jeez.
Kano was off to a flyer.
Did you come through with the fucking goods or what? Hey, she is still pinging off that. She's absolutely obsessed with you.
Actually, adorable by her how she kept re-gifting it back to me. Very nice little heart. Thank you, but it is yours.
Yeah. Whoa, have a look at this. Yeah, I know. I got it for you, mate.
On that very couch, actually. We were hanging out afterwards,
Yes.
and she was a ball of fun. And so that was actually quite the endorphin hit for me. I really enjoyed. I like going out to your territory. I want to quickly deviate slightly to about your own territory.
Yeah.
There's some news you might want to share about having your own territory, Keno.
Yes, Jeez, I'll just take the floor quickly, mate. It's a milestone that's been achieved, and we are finally going to be homeowners, mate.
Wow!
Yes,
I am so proud of you.
Jeez.
I'm so proud.
I tell you what, you toss and turn every night until until it is all done. But yeah, officially in the Debt Club for life. I think the way they put it in this this day and age. But yeah, no, we're stoked. Got a little slice with a house a little bit further out, a bit more towards the roots. So back into me trees and me ferns and me bushes and all that kind of stuff. So pretty stoked about it, mate. It'd be interesting to see what that does for the pub feed. We get pretty creative out there now. We can do some cool shit.
We'll have a little studio shed, but at the moment, I think the main concern and or aim of your new area is running water and internet, electricity. I don't want you to have to ride the exercise bike to power the house.
Yeah,
but
already
knowing you, mate, you're a talented man.
Adult hamster wheel into good use.
Yeah, exactly right. So, yes, congratulations from myself and the feeders, mate.
Oh, thanks, mate. Good on you guys. Yeah, thanks, everyone. Yep, good on you.
Great recap. We obviously don't want to bore everyone with our recaps about our lives for too long, but
yes.
Essendon and Richmond, we'll touch on them for 2 seconds. They're both travelling quite shit. We do have our Dreamtime game not too far away together. May 7th, it's 3 weeks. Bang.
Fucking hell.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. The news. Have you been up to date with the Johnny Depp thing?
Yeah, I saw that. The one thing I've been saying a million times an hour is how she keeps on saying, I didn't punch you, I was hitting you.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
She was calling him, telling him to grow up. It's like, it wasn't a punch, it was a hit.
Yeah, it's like, I had a closed fist, but I hit you with my finger section, not my knuckle section, so grow up.
Wild. I've actually been following 90% of that through the TikToks and shit that I see. I haven't read articles and stuff. I'm literally seeing people clip the trial, and Johnny Depp, some of his replies are fucking golden.
Really?
He's
a smart man.
A cheeky little man. But I really don't have a side because I don't really know what's going on. It seems like they're both just beat the fuck out of each other, and they're both quite abusive in their own rights.
Oh shit. Okay.
But Johnny's been stitched on a lot of it because she's been doing cut his finger off and shit.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's full fucked.
Holy shit.
But he was blind, and then that happened, and then he wrote on the wall in blood,
with his fucking cut off finger.
Yeah. Can we get a Daz? I know we haven't spoken to you. Can we get a fact check on that this week, please? I actually think that was my understanding of the TikTok that I saw. I was like,
goodness,
what a fucking bad motherfucker. And he gets up and just smashes wine.
Wow.
So what I gathered, he's alcoholic with violent tendencies.
Okay.
And she's fucking violent as fuck as well. They're both fucked.
Yeah, they're both. Yeah, okay. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's funny because I don't read much into it, so it's funny. The way it's painted to me is that Johnny Depp's a bloke that gets beaten up, and that's why it's sort of not a big deal until, and that's why he's making a big deal because it's just deal with it. So that's interesting to say that I don't really pay attention to it much, but that's okay. Fucking hell, that's chaos.
Disclaimer: that is just one man's view, but it's quite a straight one.
Jeez, if I lost a finger, the first thing I'd be doing is not doing a bit of Pixar on the wall. I'd be fucking putting a bloody cloth around that or something, or trying to glue the other part. I don't know.
It was crazy shit.
Well, yes.
So.
Off that show, you're talking about socials and how socials are going nuts and how they can dictate this and that. One thing I wanted to touch on quickly, because obviously everybody knows I'm into the like the 4x4, the four-wheel drive scene, you know, modified cars, all that kind of stuff. Doesn't have to be four-wheel drives, but modified cars.
Yep. Very passionate.
Yes, I absolutely love it. Now, one of the things, it's not happening in Victoria or Queensland or Perth, which is a good thing, but in New South Wales, there is a thing going through Parliament at the moment, and it's since the whole COVID thing, because with my understanding of the whole COVID thing, so because we were in a pandemic or whatever you want to, how it was called, they had the ability to basically do what they want with police enforcement and things like that. Because we're in a pandemic, it basically just throws everything out the window, which is half the reason why they did this whole emergency powers for a long period of time. They wanted to extend it to 2023 because they have emergency powers, which essentially is there is no mandates,
rules,
they can do whatever the fuck they want. They make rules up on the spot. And anyway, in the car scene, so if you have an illegal car, you can get defected, which means, and when I say illegal, like if a cop thinks your car is not safe to be on the road or whatever the story is, they can defect your car, which means you're not allowed to drive it. You have a month to fix it, and then you got to go back to Vic Roads or whatever car, registration company, and they have to assess it, right? They get under the car, they get all that kind of stuff. And
do they have a tool for that?
They have like the torches. They can do whatever they want. They can pull the whole car apart if they want. Normally it doesn't go that far, but a defect comes with a fine as well. So not only your car gets pulled off the road and you have to fix it or whatever, and rectify whatever they fault, you have to pay like nearly $1,000, right? It's a big thing. And to paint the picture for you, one of my first defects I ever got was because I had moisture in my indicator lens.
Wow.
Yes. So that's the level of what coppers can do, right, to pull you off the road. And this is the true story. I got pulled over. He got out his car and he said, "Mate, it's my job to pull people like you off the road." And I said, "Why is that? What was I doing?" He goes, "Well, you weren't doing anything, mate, but your car scares other people and, blah, blah." And he was harping on. I said, "Oh, good on you, mate. You're doing the right thing. Good on you, mate." And he dinged me for having moisture in my indicator lens. Because I went to the car wash. The car got hot, obviously, because it's got a motor. So the water was in the lens, like, a bit of condensation. Anyway, I got defected for that. Now, back to the original thing. In New South Wales, the police have the ability to see a photo of your car on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever, and defect or have your car brought in for an inspection through a photograph and through your account. If they can link your account, or link something personal to your vehicle, like knowing, check your number plate, whatever, and they can pin that to you, they can legally, at the moment, with the powers, make your car go in for an inspection.
That's like secondhand fucking... What the fuck? So if they go to my Instagram and I have some hotted up fucking car and they go, "Oh, this may not be like roadworthy or under my hoon rules or it's been modded."
Yep.
And it's my like profile picture. Oh, it's on my Instagram.
Yep.
They can send look up Brad O'Neill where I live, send me a letter and say, "Hey champ, go for a test. I hope you got the money because we think." That's what?
Yep. How fucked is that?
You can't do that.
Yeah, and so people in New South Wales, there's heaps of big, I guess you could call them influencers, all this kind of stuff. There's people in New South Wales that have a bit of a following, so they're obviously popular, and they're getting pinged. And they're they've avoided cops on the road, or they've avoided, because... yes, there's going to be some Karens out there that are like, "Oh, well, don't have big wheels or don't have whatever." But we're talking millimeters bigger than what's legal, or an exhaust system that's an inch bigger than what it's allowed to be, or because to clarify, anything that's a defect is that something that's not factory, right? So if for you, an example, if you go change your bonnet to a different bonnet that had a scoop in it or something,
carbon fiber fucking holes in it for extra air or some bullshit.
Yeah, and if you don't get that engineered to say, oh yeah, no, this is safe, like you'll be fine. It's a bonnet, but if you don't get that engineered, illegal. You get new headlights, illegal. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you can get products that are engineered, and you can put them in, and then blah blah blah. But yeah, mate, it's just like I don't want to harp on for it's too long, but I think I took up a bit of time there. But it is just unbelievable. So I'm just saying, count your chickens, mate, because if that's what they can do in the car scene, jeez, I just don't know what they could do outside of that, and it's got me shivering in my boots.
So I believe, well, as of today, as we record this, I think it was yesterday, everything's ended. No more QR codes, no more fucking masks.
Yes, COVID,
masks maybe on public things. So
yep.
Though I think they still have that pandemic law that you were talking about.
Yeah,
before. I still think they have the powers, even though they've dropped all the fucking. I'm not counting chickens on that either.
It gets scary when you think about it. You're just like,
they're going to just pop up. This is a false sense of fucking say. And the election's coming. What a fucking I know, right? As pack of bricks.
Someone said this the other day. They're like, "What are we going to do?" Because no one has a good pitch. Everyone fucking sucks, and everyone lies anyway. Like. Everyone says, and it's funny because a lot of people going, oh, the younger people, they don't know any better, blah, blah, like go Labor. Like all the older people saying, go this, go that. And then the younger fellas and whatever are going, no, they don't stick to what their word is. Like, oh, young people. And then now, after this whole pandemic and stuff, people are going, shit, the younger people are the only ones listening. And really actually dissecting what these people are saying. Like we can use the technology to go back to a bloody press conference and check what they said then and compare it to what they're doing now that they're in charge and all this. That when the older people, they didn't do that or whatever. Like, you know, and we're correlating all these things and people going, shit, what are we going to do? Like,
all I have to say on this is keep an eye out for the pub feed party on your pamphlets because that vote is where... Yeah, we will do the right thing by you, and it's look, I look forward to submitting it, and I think we've got some real legs with our small percentage of the population listening in.
Everyone that votes gets a bloody meat tray and a Parma.
And having 10% of our listeners overseas, we might run into some issues, but we'll see how we go.
We're on.
Yes, so Kano, this weekend, actually, tomorrow I'm doing the Run the Tan event, going for a run.
Oh, yes.
3.8k, so it's a quiet one.
Yeah,
it's still a lot for some.
Yep.
It will be a lot for me, but it's got me thinking this week. I've been off and on with a foot injury that's given me the shits.
Oh, the injury cloud. Yep.
Some tendonitis just on the side of the Achilles, like on the side of the foot, right?
Yeah, you don't want to muck around with that.
Yeah, but been nursing that as I've tried to break up my training because I want to do the half marathon later in the year. But anyway. So as I've been training and sort of, I was off the legs for a few weeks and just on the stationary bike, so no footpaths.
Yep.
And no hills. As I've eased back in, I've actually realised how inconsiderate and fucking rude people are.
Is this a BMP?
It's basically a balls my piss. You can run the BMP intro right now if you like. And if you haven't, then welcome back. So footpath etiquette, I don't understand, and this happens in shopping centres as well.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Has anyone seen the road? You stay left.
Yes.
And also, if there's multiple people walking across the path, you single file if someone's coming on the other fucking side. You don't take up the path and make me move around.
Yes. Oh, my God. You're going to have so many feeders.
The tan is a classic one. If you're running on the left of the footpath and there's three people walking together across,
yep,
I have to fucking go the other way.
Yeah, why?
Merge
why
behind your mates and then go back.
Even in school, mate, they teach you to bloody hold at least one hand and then just fucking file up. Single file, guys. Come on. It's not that
actually
hard.
drives me insane. Like, we'll notice if we're walking somewhere, and I'm not saying we're the be-all and all of law-abiding citizens in the world, but so like when we go down to St Kilda and there was that small path near Luna Park we were walking.
Yeah, yep.
So I was in the middle-ish and you were on the left.
Mm.
So we're walking on the left. Someone was coming towards us. I filed in behind you for a second and then filed back out.
Back out, yeah.
'Cause that's their right of way on their side of the
Yeah.
footpath.
And that's why the footpath is only a metre wide, because it's 500 mil per person, mate. It's not designed.
So, mate, footpath etiquette.
Get angry,
You
get
might not
fired
get
up
it
about it. Get
out
fired
your
up.
way because you have a bit more space and you have nice gravel tracks and you go down to the oval and stuff.
Yeah.
Fuck me, in dense little bloody by the bay, and they reckon they're better than you as well.
Jeez.
And they'll let you feel it. I'm fucking sick of it. Let me run.
Let me go. And I'm just got like, I'm not really a runner here. I'm not, but I can just imagine that you've got a little bit of pace, you've got some momentum, you're legging it. The last thing you want to do is try and do a fucking left, right to get yourself back on the footpath. But you're talking bloody sprained ankles. Jeez.
Because running, it's all about rhythm. You got to stay in your rhythm.
Yeah.
And have that in time with your feet and blow. So if I'm fucking stutter stepping and moving, I
up
fucking
and down.
like,
And you're changing
especially couples with a
terrains.
fucking dog.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Couples with a dog are walking at me, and I will go as far across left to the housing fence, like the fence of whatever house it may be.
Yep.
And sometimes they're that fucking rude, or they wait that long to react.
You're running in a fucking hedge.
I run around onto off the gutter and leave them the footpath and have to run back around. Because,
Yeah.
And sometimes I run at them and do these ones.
Like
Like as I'm running, I just
the arms up.
yeah, I put the arms up and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, get out of the fucking way or get your little pooch before I kick it in the throat. Not the way because I'm usually shitty.
I'll tell you what.
I'm dripping.
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
I don't want to be there.
If I was to bring someone in, that would be the biggest advocate for this cause. It would be Elways. This is her number one pet peeve in the society of people. When we are walking, and we've got a kid, right? We've got a little baby girl. So 9 times out of 10, we'll have a pram or something like that, especially when she was younger. And you go walking, and people just fucking cut in or do this or don't move, all that kind of stuff. We'll have a pram with a baby in it, like a couple of months old, and we're literally getting pulled off the path or pulled off wherever. And Ellie will be the one who go like, yeah, no worries. Oh, thanks for leaving some room or something like that. And they're just like, You're like, open your eyes, mate. And they 9 times out of 10, they're not even thinking about it because they just don't give a fuck. So they don't think about it. So you walk past them and you go, yeah, no worries, mate. And they're like, oh, sorry. And you're like, fuck off. Open your fucking eyes. How stupid are you? Yeah, exactly.
It's like my expectation of you and Elways, if I was running towards you and you're walking, so Ali would be on the left with the pram and you'd be probably in the middle talking to her next to her. All I would expect is you would single file merge behind her for a second while I pass so I can have my bit of the path and then you fan back out.
We do
Thank
better
you.
than that, mate. We 9 times out of 10 we'll go
we walk on the road. We'll just give you the whole path.
We go half path, half like nature strip or whatever we're up against, fence or whatever. Like we'll pull over like we're in a car, like because obviously I grew up on dirt roads and stuff, and that's what happens when a car's coming the other way. Depending on who's got the bigger car and who's got the advantage of the gutter and all that kind of stuff, you do a cheeky little side pull and you go, no, come through, mate. That's what we do with the pram. We've got 4 wheels. We'll pull across. You've got 2 legs. Go for it, mate. But if it's a bigger path and there's a bit of leg room, then we just expect to keep our side and we single file. And sometimes I'll jump in front of Elways to get that single file and she'll be like, fucking move because I'm fucking cut her off. But that's, we're still achieving the pathway. Yeah, mate, I'll tell you what, this is a big one. And we need to start a proper movement about this. We need to seriously pull some of these people into line because it is just, oh, mate. This topic can evolve too with bike riders as well. And just, oh, jeez.
And one thing I'm willing to let go is if you're fanned out and I'm coming from behind, I give you benefit of the doubt, and I will
You
go
don't know.
around.
You don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not one of those blokes that'll start stomping as I approach you to tell you to fuck off.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
That's with bikes, because we have this all the time. Bikes have bells, right? So they're behind you there, ding, 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 and like, oh yeah, fucking whatever, cool.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know where you sit with this, because you do have a bike yourself. But when a bike's coming this way towards you, and a bike, they're not really the size of a person, are they? They kind of need a bit more, because they've got pedals.
Oh,
They've
the
got
person was lying down.
The person was lying down. What?
Yeah, it's long.
Oh, that's how, yeah. So I half expect that if I'm on the path, someone on a push bike, he's coming towards me, I'll stick to my side, single file or whatever. But in most cases, I expect old mate to actually peel off, maybe hit the terrain, and then swing back in. Because he's on a bike. He's got that. He's got shock absorbers. He's got fucking springs. He's got tires. He's not actually getting off the. He's not standing in mud or anything. He's just riding that.
Get on the road if you got a bike. Fair call.
Yeah, there we go. Like, yeah, I like.
You know what? We don't really have a spot on the road anyway. No one really wants.
I know, but that's the thing. I accept bikes on the paths, because sometimes on the road, if you don't have that road courtesy, you can fuck off. But at the same time, if you're on the push bike and there's people walking, then I've
Just don't be on
before.
the path.
Yeah,
It's called a footpath. Not a bike path.
Just fucking put your hovering gear on. Fuck off.
And that's what like down at the Elwood Beach and all the beaches around me, they actually have 2 lanes, which is bikes, and there's 2 lanes, which is footpath, like separate. They're separate.
Yeah, 2 lanes for different directions. Yeah.
So you've got bike path and footpath, and it works quite well. Though if you're not if you're not switched on, there's blokes flying on those bike paths. Like if you go to walk across, like there's times where I've like gone for my jog, and then I don't look, and I hear the bell, and they go, phew, no remorse.
Sometimes you hear like is that a ding? Is that a fucking yell? You're like, oh shit, that was a bell.
Like, get out of the way, you fucking idiot. I'm like, "Geez, sorry, Ian." So I'm glad I could get that off my chest.
Yeah, that you feel better. This is the feeding therapy session.
Yeah, it's just about me done for the week.
Let's fire some things up. It's been a little while since we've actually come this, but Daz, can you please run the segment for the BT?
Brad's Brain Teaser.
All right, Daz, thanks for that sting, mate. Thanks for pressing the button.
He is one of the better button pushers that I've come across.
Shit bloke, but he can press a fucking button. All right, this one's been submitted by Mean M Instagram. I don't know if you want to reveal your true identity, but flick me a message if you want. We'll give you a shout out on the next one. But Mean M on Instagram, he's got a bloody crazy vehicle. So he jumped on the pub feed because he listens to us whilst he works on his vehicle show. So the car community coming through once again. So now,
hopefully it's running all right today, my good man.
That's a good one. All right, now listen. He submitted a brain teaser here. Now, in my like what we say every week, I can see it. I know the answer. It seems very easy for me, right? So I'm interested to see how you go with this. Okay. Are you ready, Brad? Is there anything you want to say, do, stretch, anything, or are you ready to go?
I'd like to say, Dustin Martin, please come home. I miss you, and I hope you're doing okay. Thank you.
Yes, I second that, actually. All right, so for episode 23, let's jump into the brain teaser. Okay, you ready, shall we?
Yeah, I am. For the second time.
So, trying to get in the zone. All right. There's a bloke called Mike. Mike is a butcher. He is 5 foot 9 inches tall. What does he weigh? 5 foot 9 inches tall. What does he weigh?
Is that it?
Do you want to? Yeah, that's it. Do you want to go again?
Okay. Yes. So far, I've got Mike is a butcher and he's 5'9".
Yes. Okay. So you want me to run that back?
Sure.
Okay. There's a bloke called Mike. Mike is a butcher. He is 5 foot 9 inches tall. What does he weigh? The floor is yours. Talk us through what's running through your head right now.
What's his last name? Hunt?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That was so good. I did not even see that coming. Wow. I was trying to think of a genuine last name like Smith or something.
Okay, Mike Hunt is a butcher. He's a butcher. He's a butcher.
He's a butcher.
Is a butcher.
Yeah.
He
he's a butcher.
is 5'9" tall.
Yes. So
What
what do
does
you
he
show?
weigh?
You're a bloody big broad man. What are you, 7 foot? 7.5?
No, I'm 6 if that. No,
So
I'm
maybe
5'11" and 3/4.
3/4.
I'm
Isn't
181.
that a bloody train station?
181 or 182. I'm like a centimetre or a centimetre and a half off official 6 foot. It's fucking like all those memes are made about me.
Mate,
About almost being 6 foot. Okay, so Mike is a butcher.
Yes.
He's 5'9". Can I have it again?
You good.
There's got to be a
You
way
are
that you deliver it that it gives me the fucking how. Okay.
All right.
What the fuck am I doing? Fucking wait, you haven't told me.
I love this so much. You're genuinely my mind right now. This is how you are right now. It's how I feel. And you're on the other end going, mate,
It's like-
the answer. It's so easy.
If the sky is blue, why is the grass talking? I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Okay, put your head. What would Keno do right now? If you had to give an answer through Keno fashion, what would it be right now?
I would be reading it back, and you'd throw 5 answers at me,
Okay,
and then make
you ready?
me pause and realign you. Yep.
Let's go. I'm going to come in super close to the mic here. For fact. There's a bloke called Mike. Mike is a butcher. He is 5'9" tall. What does he weigh?
I've got it. I've got it. Meat. What does he weigh? He weighs meat because he's a butcher.
the butcher.
Get the fuck in there, boy!
Yeah, I get so G'd up when you fucking get that. That's so good.
Hope we get
Oh
the
my
show
goodness.
cam. He's sitting back eating a strawberry going, what does he weigh? Oh, he weighs fucking meat. He's a butcher.
I was worried my delivery was going to give it too easy because I'm like, Mike is a butcher, full stop. I should have blurred it a bit more. You know, Mike's a butcher, he weighs or highs. You know what I mean? Like, I should have blurred it more. I was worried that if I said Mike is a butcher, it gives you too much of something to feed on.
Well, I think, yeah, the thing was, because you know how when you do a brain teaser, it's always, there's a shifty delivery part of it.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
you've got to go back and spell it out, like spell the sentence out.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, we can't be fucking the heights up, or his name up, or his occupation up. And then I was like, I thought whey protein for some weird reason. WHEY. What else can he weigh? Whey protein, whey. Oh, he can weigh something. And I'm like, oh, butcher. They dropped the fucking bang.
Well done, mate. You actually did very well there. You came through so you were just like, oh god. People are gonna say it's fake. People are gonna say I sent you the fucking answer. You just had it too good. You did it too well.
Yeah, I probably should have said it out loud, but if you watch the tape, the euphoria.
Watch the tape.
Could not
Run
could
that
not
shit
be,
back.
Yeah.
I didn't even.
That was a good one. I was
the-
fucked for the first 3 times.
Dude, I couldn't even hold back. Like, you know how I'm meant to go, is that your final answer? I just was like, yeah, it's amazing.
That was a really good one. I think that was like not too hard, not too easy.
Yeah,
Just made me think.
I was so happy in that whole thing because I was expecting you just to dish it off and be like, well, that's pretty fucking easy. and then the fact you had to think about,
Yeah.
and then came through for the W. Oh, I'm ecstatic. Well done. Well done.
Thanks for sending that in. Who was that sent it in? What
That was
his
Mean M on
username?
Instagram. Yet to reveal
Mean
his
M.
full identity just because it's not on his Instagram, so I don't know if he wants that. But if he does, send that through, and we'll give you a shout out next episode, mate. You get yourself a pub feed sticker, I believe.
Yep, we'll send him one out there. What? At Mean MEANM.
Yeah, mean as in like,
Yep,
ain't,
mean.
like you know, bad
yep.
person, mean. M, just the letter
Letter.
M. Mean M.
Yep, right. At Mean M. Go follow him.
Yes.
Thank you for sending that in. I appreciate that. That was a really good one.
That was good. I quite enjoyed it. When I saw that, I'm like, yep, here we go. And I said to him too, I'm like, you know what, mate? I'm actually up this week. So you've come in at the most perfect time.
Anyway, Keno, so I don't think we can top the highs of the highs this week. So
No, not off that brain teaser. Jeepers creepers.
no, I think that's us. I think that's us for episode 23. Where can you find us, Keno?
Jeez. Showy, I love doing this part. If you want to follow us on any of our socials, that's YouTube, Instagram, maybe Twitter. I have to double check that. But
I've got a Twitter, I don't use it.
We have linktree.com/the pub feed. That's where you can find everything. Don't forget, if you want to send in any voicemail through to the pub feed on Instagram or any other socials, you will be featured on the podcast and probably get a sticker. Keep your eyes peeled as well. We've got the meat tray getting shortly. It's going to be announced shortly, and that's going to be a big bloody thing, so you want to be part of that.
Is it ever?
Geez, it's just been a pleasure back on the horse.
It's been wonderful.
Is there anything else, Showy, or is that us?
No, mate. Brilliantly said as always. So go to the link tree that he described, and you'll find all the links to our socials in one place. And that's the pub feed episode 23. Keno, you look healthy and as happy as ever, and I'm looking forward to seeing you for episode 24.
Yes. All right, boys, feeders, girls.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for tuning into the Pub Feed podcast. If you liked, please go ahead and follow our linktree.com/the pub feed. Get all our socials right there. Thanks again for listening. Hope you enjoyed.
Bye, Facebook chat. Ooh.
Ooh. Can everyone please check your microphone settings?
Why don't you come on over,
Audacity. We do that every bloody week. All right, check your Audacity, mate. Make sure you've got your Yeti on, and please make sure that your camera is set to speaker preview.
Look at me fucking light up the screen like that.
Light up me bloody well too, you do.
Oh, jeez. You just...
I've got 2 beers, but I don't know if we're going to be drinking 2 beers because it's bloody daytime, ep.
Oh, okay. How's you? Hey, welcome.
I'll do that. I'll just bring it in.
Fucking opened it.
Oh my god. Talk about premature ejaculation.
I'm putting this in the fridge. Fucking idiot. That's the whole reason I got the fucking...
That's actually going on the pub feed. Showy just cracked his drink before we started the app. Oh my goodness gracious. Talk about being excited. You nervous?
No, I just fucked my Audacity up.
Oh, Struth.
All right. Okay. Do you want to start your video again or not?
Nah, it's fine. I'll use it.
All right, mate.
Just another thing to export.
Oh, I can't believe this. So bright.
Ooh.
All right. Are you happy with my camera spot?
Yeah, you look fucking gorgeous. Let's go.
Got a bit of room. All right.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.